All right, here we are, everybody. This is the Maple Model Home in North Oakville. There's Rebecca's cute car. And we are about to go on an epic tour. Here we are. I'm gonna try and flip this camera if I can. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Welcome home. Well, hello. Well, hello. Look at this grand entry, guys. Ugh, it's awesome. Okay, here I am. Hi, I'm Rebecca, for those who don't know, and from Rebecca Hay Designs. Just get this thing set up. And I'm doing this again. We did this a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, I guess. Let's lock that door. We don't want any looky-loos while we're doing this. And I'm going to give you a tour of the Maple Model Home that we designed for Linvest. It's here in North Oakville. It is a gorgeous example of a modern classic style. We coined it in our office the Midtown Modern because we think that it really reflects a pretty hip kind of downtown, midtown vibe without being too overly contemporary. So this is their contemporary, beautiful model home. And here we go. I'm in the grand entry. Bear with me, guys. If you're just joining us, hi, welcome. I see some familiar faces. And when can you see Klein Estates? I don't know because I did not design that, unfortunately. You'll have to check with Linvest. I'm sure they'll get back to your question, though. Thank you for asking. Please, guys, feel free to ask questions as we go through. I won't be able to catch all of them, but I will do my best. And here we are. Okay, so here we are in this beautiful grand entry. This tile is like, showstopper. This tile is from Anatolia tile. Isn't it really neat? We opted to lay it in a different pattern, so it's not the way it was displayed in the showroom, which I love. And it's kind of trippy. It's very cool. Of course, what grand entry doesn't need a giant, I have to step back, beautiful mirror, and if you can see, it's 2 stories, this entry, which is amazing. There's a ton of natural light. All of the interior doors in this house are by Matree, and we went with this beautiful classic style. I love the classic bones of this house mixed with more modern flair. So for me, keeping with more classic architectural elements like wall paneling, crown molding, high baseboards, those beautiful doors, that really helps give it a bit more of an elevated look, and it makes it very contemporary, but still classic. The walls, all of the walls throughout this entire house you are going to see are paneled. We did what we call a 2-step paneling with MDF. It is just enough to really up the ante. Gorgeous custom crown molding, cornice trim. Did some work in this house as well. I know you guys are watching. I'll let Linvest tell you some of their sources and how they do this, but I'll show you that we reflected that step detail from the walls onto the ceiling for the crown. Actually, if I do that, hold on, let me do this. If you can see there, that's that custom detail. So it's a regular crown layered with the step, which I think is very kind of Art Deco. So guys, I'm gonna go upstairs first because I know everyone's dying to see the kitchen and such. So let's go upstairs. Look how bright, look at all this natural light. Oh my God, I swear my Toronto house could fit in this entry. And look at this runner that we did. Doesn't it just add so much warmth and texture? I love the color. Of course, I love blue. Blue is a classic color. You can't go wrong with blue. Men and women like blue, which is a bonus. Oh, what's that you say? That gorgeous chandelier. I mean, doesn't every entry need a show-stopping chandelier? This is from Universal Lighting. It's brass. I will tell you, all of the finishes throughout this house are a matte black and a brushed brass. And we chose that combo because it's quite contemporary. I like the brass, it adds warmth. So if we had just gone with the matte black, we've got the matte black hardware, it would be a bit more modern. But look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that knob. This is a giant linen closet. I don't know one really cares, but my golly, that's big. Okay, The hardwood floors throughout. I know last time I got this question and I was late in answering it, so I'm going to start right there. These beautiful hardwood floors are a wide plank white oak, which is just classic. I mean, I'd say that's the most commonly requested flooring right now for us in our design firm, and it just really helps to reflect the light. Oh, but look, when you get up here, look at that. Oh my God, I'm going to drop my phone over the railing. Ah! This is the ceiling on the second floor, ladies and gentlemen. This is a gorgeous Groundworks wallpaper from Lee Joffa. I love that it has that creamy white background and then just the little black squares. It adds a ton of interest, and it is so fabulous. Guys, ceilings. You're gonna see a trend, a design trend throughout this house where we've used wallpaper on a lot of the ceilings. And I think this is a really great way to add some character and up the ante without maybe overloading it on all of the walls. Okay, in here, as soon as you get upstairs, I'm gonna flip the screen. Okay, as soon as you get up the stairs, so here we are, we came upstairs, la-di-da. There's the laundry room. And you know what I love about this laundry room? Is that it has a window. I mean, guys, it's on the second floor too, which is really awesome. When it comes to the design elements in here, this looks like wallpaper. It's actually wall decals. These are stickers that we ordered online and we individually placed them, and they are peel and stick. So when you get tired of them, you can take them off. I love that they add just a little bit pop of color. We upgraded in here. Everybody wants to know. This is the maple. Somebody's asking which layout this is. This is the maple model home with a lovely light gray kitchen sink cabinet and uppers. We extended the uppers to the ceiling, which was an upgrade, of course, but it totally finishes off that look. There's a beautiful crown molding. We didn't do the step detail in here. I didn't need it because we didn't have that step detail on the walls. And one thing that's really neat is every single room in this house is equipped with this. Oh, look, there's my mini. Automatic blinds, which is amazing. So I can go like this, and it goes back up. So this is the laundry room. I love this hardware. We went with the matte black hardware and this gorgeous faucet. All of the faucets and fixtures are by Moen. I mean, it's just so functional. Deep, deep sink. This is the Blanco sill granite. If you guys know anything about these, they're really durable. I love the white. It just disappears into the white counter. And just a really nice size laundry room. Okay, laundry. Oh, the tile. Thank you. The tile is a terrazzo. Terrazzo has become really trendy. I don't typically like terrazzo. I said that in the last model. We're gonna upload these videos soon, but the Oak Park, which is the traditional model that we designed, we also did terrazzo in the laundry room. I think terrazzo can look dated, but when it's consistent in color like this one is, it's the gray, big format gray tile. This is from Olympia Tile and has just a little sparkle in it, which I think is really pretty. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Neat. There. All right, let's keep moving. Let's do this. Okay. So this home is a four bedroom. And we did not furnish the bedrooms, so we'll just kind of go through. There's a nice big closet, tons of natural light, tons. And here we are. This is the Jack and Jill. So this bathroom is shared by 2 bedrooms. The other bedroom is on that side. But I want to just showcase that gorgeous wallpaper. That's Schumacher wallpaper. The floor tile is by Olympia, and it is this gorgeous, this was our inspiration for this whole bathroom, large format, black and gray. It is so cool. So much interest, and then everything else is white. So we did nice, big, large white format tiles in this little toilet and shower room, which is always really neat that you can close it off. So if someone's having a shower or needs to use the facilities, you can close that door, and then the other person who shares this bathroom can use the sink and brush their teeth. So here we are. Let me get back here a little bit. So this wallpaper on the wall is just a showstopper. I love the bright, that sort of mustardy yellow. It's from Schumacher. The lighting is from Universal Lighting. And this vanity, we just chose to go with a really nice clean slab. I will tell you, all of the vanities in this house, we upgraded the heights. So they are all a 36-inch height. And then we chose beautiful upgraded counter material. This is a gorgeous marble from Olympia, a beautiful slab. Again, with the matte black faucets, it's all Moen. But look at this, guys. Look at that. And then really unique CB2 hardware. You know, you can take a basic vanity, like this is really plain and simple, right? It's just flat, and just dress it up a little bit with the hardware. And of course you can see that we've mixed the brass and the black even in this room, and that's okay. I think if we'd done black hardware on this dark charcoal vanity, it would just kind of disappear and it wouldn't have that sparkle. And guys, this mirror was actually like a floor mirror, and then we just turned it on its side and it's so perfect. This mirror is from PI Fine Art. So many great places. All right, let's go like this. Oh, you're back. Okay. And I got this like selfie stick, but I'm not strong enough to hold it. So here we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, these sinks, how cool. It's like a trough style sink. Okay, let's keep moving. So we can go through here. This is the other bedroom, but we didn't furnish the bedroom. That connects with the lovely, funky Jack and Jill. And now, I'll go like this. So here we are. More art by PI Fine Art. I love these prints. But look at how the art, I'm just gonna give you a little decorating tip here. Look at how the art reinforces that beautiful wallpaper on the ceiling. The black and white, it's just, that's the master. But we're coming back to that. This is the third bedroom. Has a walk-in closet. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to make you dizzy. And here is the ensuite for this bedroom. So this bedroom, every bedroom actually has its own bathroom, which is really nice. I wish I had that. This is just, this tile is everything. This is a marble mosaic tile from Olympia, and it is so pretty. I love the light grays and whites. It hides all of the dirt and complements with this warm wood vanity that we upgraded to with the upgraded height as well. And we went with the just really soft palette in here, which I think is quite universal, which is mostly white, and then with the brass accents. So brass faucet, brass fixtures, and even a sexy, nope. Shoot. Oh, it doesn't do it justice, but look at that, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful backlit marble sconce light. And then inside the shower has a great quartz niche and these beautiful tiles. This house is just like sitting here waiting. Look at this contemporary Moen fixture, isn't that gorgeous? In their new brushed brass finish. And then they have matching towel bars and all that to go with it. One thing keep in mind when you're doing vanities, make sure on the side that you have them mimic the profile of the door and they don't just go like a slab. Same thing when you design kitchens, right? And sometimes this is not ideal to put it on the vanity, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. And you know what? I like that it tucks away. So there is your ensuite, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Fix this thing. How are we doing? No questions. Guys, there's gotta be a question or two. Please post your questions. I'm watching you. I see you guys. This is really great. Sell my stuff, Canada. We got some good pieces from you. All right, are you guys ready to see the master? All right, here we go. Oh, this is actually a really cool piece of art too that I just feel like it's kind of a neat viewpoint, vantage point, whatever. Hey Liz, Liz is here guys. She helped us on this project. I will add something here. I just want to add that this is always a team effort, right? So I have a really awesome team behind me working behind the scenes, helping design, project manage, and all that jazz, and worked with Lynn Bass and all of their trades to make this home a beautiful reality. All right, here we go. Let's go backwards. Here we are. Into the master suite. La la. This is pretty much my favorite layout for a master. My arm is already tired. I am so out of shape. This is pretty much my favorite layout for a master. I wish every house had this, where you can come in, you have your own separate entrance, and then the bedroom is its own room, the closet is its own room, and the bathroom, and there's even a linen closet. I mean, it takes up the entire back of this house. So, that show-stopping fixture, whoa, is by Universal Lighting. Anyways, I can turn it on in a second. Turning the lights on actually kind of throws off the whole, camera. It doesn't work as well. And the carpet I actually found is vintage. I found that at the Aberfoyle Antique Market. Can't wait till that thing opens up again. So over here is a walk-in closet. Nice and big. And then over here, and then we're gonna get their bathroom, linen closet, and the master. Let's do a little turnaround here. Okay. Try not to make you guys dizzy. This is the beautiful master suite. You'll notice we carried that paneling. I didn't really mention that, but throughout the entire second floor, we carried through that wall paneling, as well as the customized crown up above. And then in the master as well, and we chose to wallpaper the ceiling with a grass cloth, which is just so rich, so rich. The walk-in closets were done by Simply Closets, to answer your question. And this rug here, this is a gorgeous hand-knotted custom rug that we had made. It just totally grounds the space, I think. And again, we're mixing in a lot of the dark, like the matte black drapery hardware, with the bed that has the black and the brass. Helps to reinforce all of those elements. The cute little vignette, I love that Chanel No. 5. We found that at Decorum Decorative Finds. And keep in mind when you're paneling, I'm just gonna give you a little design tip here. When you're designing wall paneling, and we run into this issue a lot, in a new build, it's so much easier than in a reno, because we're doing a reno right now and we have to move all of the outlets to accommodate our paneling. But when you are building a new house, or when you're building with Linvest, you want to think about these details early on before you finalize your electrical rough-in, because the locations of your plugs could be affected by the paneling. We were really lucky and fortunate to get in early and work with them on the design of the house so that all of the plugs are out of the way of the paneling. I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes when you add paneling to a house, you end up having to notch it, or then you have to pay the electrician to move it. So that is definitely one of the things I would say to upgrade early on. It's not something that's like really easy. I mean, it's easy enough to come in after and stick something on the walls, but then you have to compromise sometimes based on outlets and plugs. Or those are the same thing. Outlets and switches. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, here we go. Look at this bed, guys. And this fabric was kind of the inspiration. This is a Christopher Farr cloth fabric from Lee Joffa Kravit, and it is just, oh, look at that detail. Isn't that gorgeous? It's hand printed. And behind, this is a vintage piece of art actually that we found at Decorum. And it was one of those happy, sort of happy surprises at the end when you're styling and you've got all the main elements and you're just missing that one. And I saw that and I thought, you know what, we need that because I want character. In a new home, you want to make it not feel old, but you want to make it feel less cookie cutter or brand spanking new, right? What do you think about 8-foot doors versus 7 feet? I mean, if you have the height for 8-foot, do it every time. Every time. Thank you for asking, actually, because the ceiling heights are super tall in this house that we were able to extend the height of all of these doors on the second floor, which was not in the original plan. So if you are buying one of these models, or not a model, but yeah, one of these houses, I would highly recommend that you upgrade your door height and do that early, because once they frame the house out, they would have to reframe to add a taller door. It makes a huge difference. It makes the ceilings feel so much taller. This cute little settee we found at the Aberfoyle Antique Market. It was pretty like run down and old, and we recovered it and had it painted. I just think it adds a lot of character. But let me show you this guy. This is a backlit onyx fireplace. I mean, talk about luxury. What happens to the models after the sales have closed? Somebody gets to buy the models. And quite often, I think you can buy them furnished. So send them a request if you want to buy this house. I don't think they sell it until the rest of the houses have sold though. Here we go. I'm going to show you more. Whoa. Here, let me turn it on. Oop. I have to find out which switch. You don't live in a house. This is such a warm glow. Look at this, guys. I mean, it doesn't work on, it's really, really warm and like a peachy glow, but obviously on camera it looks really yellow. I mean, I could get used to this in my bedroom. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Okay. So here we are. Also, we did custom drapery. And of course, if you weren't here earlier, I'm going to show you these automated blinds that we made sure we upgraded early. So we hardwired all of the windows. Oopsie. So all you have to do is press a button and there you go. And this is a beautiful cotton linen drapery. They're just stationary panels. They don't actually close. There's not enough fabric to close, but they look like they could. And they frame out that window and add so much warmth. And then of course there's this, look at this glow. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna open the window so we get some light, just like that, and turn that off. Okay, the master ensuite. Here we are. Is it electric? Yes, thank you for asking. It's an electric. I need to do another view at night, Joseph says. Yeah, good luck. You can come here, Joseph, at nighttime and do a tour. Although I do think it's probably spectacular. Okay, here we are in the ensuite, which is so spacious and lovely. Of course, that tile is show-stopping. So in this ensuite, we have a beautiful marble mosaic. Have you sensed that I love mosaic tiles in bathroom floors? This is from Olympia Tile. And then we tiled every single wall. I love tiling all the walls in a bathroom. It's luxurious and it's super easy to clean. It is a 12 by 24 Carrera. It's a classic tile, can't go wrong. This is a beautiful, we customized this vanity. We actually rejigged the shape a little bit. So you can see that these sinks are not that standard equidistant apart. We separated them a little bit more to allow some space here in the middle. And then the mirror is just, we kind of tried to mimic that step detail of the wall paneling throughout. I love a nice big mirror in a bathroom. I think that it really, if it's done right, like this one is, it makes the room feel twice as big, which I think is amazing. So better to have sconces on the sides instead of overhanging no, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm gonna just flip this here. There's no right or wrong answer to your vanity lighting. It depends on where your sinks are and the visual that you're going for. So I think this is just really beautiful because it sort of flanks the large mirror in the middle. You could have them hanging above if you wanted. I think that sometimes having them on the side is just a little bit more designer and unique instead of doing the standard, which would be your basic, right? So your basic is a sink and then a junction box above for a vanity fixture. But this way you can get a little bit more creative. You don't have to use bathroom fixtures. You could use any kind of a sconce. And let's see if I can get some lights. Oh, nope. I don't know if that's better with lights, but here we go. The shower we had trimmed out. A lot of people, when I posted this on Instagram, made a lot of comments about that. The detail of trimming out the shower in that same brushed gold that we have in our Moen faucets, which are really nice. This counter, you can't skip that, is a honed black marble. Can you see it? It is gorgeous. And definitely a honed finish. Whoa, look at my cinematography there, whoosh. A honed finish is a very modern look. It's very current, it's what everyone is doing. I love it. It feels so soft to the touch. And then we tried to bring in the same elements. So this is a white oak vanity that was made. And then the same elements with this really unique vanity hardware. I love unique vanity hardware. I think it's a really great way to add a ton of interest. To me, it's the jewelry. It is the jewelry in the bathroom, in the kitchen. This is a beautiful marble with a matte black, and it's from Berenson Hardware. Okay, what else do you want to see? Inside the shower, we matched the niche. And this is something that you can do. If you notice the other bathroom, ooh, nice and echoey with all that tile. The other bathroom, we just did a quartz niche. But in this one, we actually tiled behind. So it just kind of blends in a little bit more to the wall. I think that's a nice detail. I think a lot of people go with that classic either all quartz niche because it's super easy to install, or they're doing, you know, a separate mosaic. We could have done the floor mosaic inside here, but it just feels a little done. And you know, we're trying as designers always think a little bit outside the box and push it and stay very current. So I think this is a really nice way. It keeps it very clean and sleek. This is a big shower. I brought my husband here. He was like, that's it, we're moving. Screw this city living. Sorry, that was almost a swear word. Guys, are you ready for it? I'm sure you've seen the pictures. Are you ready? Are you ready for the fish? Who's ready for the fish? So, let me close this guy. I'll just also add that we put in these beautiful shears. You can't really see them in, but they actually have little flecks of gold, which I think is really pretty and just adds so much. And of course the lighting is all from Universal Lighting. What a cool chandelier. This is the water closet. We had a lot of fun with the water closet because why not? I love this wallpaper. This is a Schumacher wallpaper, and it is black in the background, which helps to reflect. I mean, how fun. We painted the ceiling black. We painted the window trim black so that the wallpaper can just really pop. And I mean, if you were in here, let's just come in here. I don't think I've done this before. Guys, this is so cool. I love this wallpaper. It is so fun. Now I'll tell you, it also relates to our design story happening in the master bedroom because it has these blush pinks in it, in the fish. See? There's no accidents when you work with a designer. Well, I mean, it happens. All right, let's go downstairs, shall we? Can you guys maybe ask me some of your questions? I would love to hear, I'm just gonna go like this so you guys can get another last glimpse of it. You definitely have to come check this out in person. It's definitely worth, when the world opens up again, touching and feeling it all. Okay, here we go. We're going downstairs. Ask me your questions. What do you think about sunken areas? Do they add value to the house? I assume that by sunken areas, let me do this. By a sunken area, do you mean like a family room that's like a step down from the kitchen? Because I think it's a tripping hazard. Sorry, but I mean, hi Michelle. I don't know if it adds or takes away. I think it's just a design feature, and I think it's quite personal. I'm not a big fan of that type of architecture, but you know, it can work. Oh, hold on, backtrack. Here we go. This mirror is from Restoration Hardware, and it just really makes this entry. Okay, here we are. Now we are going. And I've kept the lights off just because I think it's, I'll try it on. See, it just casts this yellow, but you can see inside these beautiful light fixtures. These oversized drum shades are really impressive and impactful. I love them. We, when we first ordered them, we definitely ordered ones that were too big, so we had to swap them out. But the gold inside just helps to reflect all of that detail happening. So here we are in our show-stopping dining room. So these ceilings are impressive. They're 12 feet, and this wallpaper. So this is by Anna French. This is a tie-dye style fun wallpaper. Again, I'm using the ceiling to have a ton of fun because all of the walls are very white. The wall color throughout this entire house is OC26, which is, OC26 is a Benjamin Moore color. I'm gonna try turning on the lights and see if how that works. Oh, that's fine. See, this is what I don't like about pot lights. When you guys are deciding on your lighting plan, just don't overuse pot lights because look what they do. They cast shadows and they're kind of uncomfortable. So they're great for general lighting, but don't overuse. I would say the biggest design mistake people make when they're building houses or renovating is like, whoa, they put in too many pot lights and not enough dimmers. I think that this one is missing its dimmer. I think it's dimmed over there because look at that. What? Anyhow, it works for this. Here we are in the dining room. We wanted to have a little bit of fun, make a bit of a statement because this is separate. It's not an open concept dining room, which I personally love. I love a dinner party where you can't see the dishes. I'm old school that way. These drapes, of course, we've done the automated blinds in the window, and then these drapes are an ombre, which means they fade from like a dark taupey gray to white, which I think just is kind of soft and subtle. There's a little nook in here, little nook, and some really interesting art. All this art is from PI Fine Art. The feathers, I think, are just kind of, they add so much character. And this table, I've had a lot of questions, sorry, I'm so shaky, about this table from Restoration Hardware. It is it's like a stainless steel base. And these chairs are from Sunpan. And this rug is just a vintage rug we found online. But I think it really adds a ton of personality. So you can enter the kitchen through the servery that's attached there. And there happens to be, and we added this, pocket door. I love pocket doors. If you can add a pocket door to a servery, do it, because then if you have someone helping cook or do the dishes, if you're fancy like that, then while you and your guests are having dinner, you're not hearing and seeing the mess. We'll come back to that. Let's do this. Yes, it's a big house. There's lots to cover. Here we are, heading into the main living space. And before we get there, here's the powder room. This powder room is Designland Boutique. This is a penny tile. Gosh, I love a good penny tile. I love the feeling, the texture. It's just black, so it helps to ground the space. Obviously, the shining star in here is this wallpaper. The doors, thank you for asking, Chantal. The doors are Matri. Would I pick a pocket door over a barn door for the servery? I would, depending on the style. If it's a cottage or a country home, a barn door might be appropriate, but it certainly wouldn't be appropriate in this house. So this is by Schumacher, this butterfly wallpaper, and we pulled, again, this mustard yellow, which is a bit of our accent theme throughout the house, the yellow and the blue, and we popped that onto the ceiling. And it's quite whimsical, which is what I like, but it's just a minimal amount of color. And here is the vanity. We customized and upgraded this vanity so that it is a floating vanity. We opted to not do any hardware. I felt like there was enough going on in here with this beautiful wallpaper and a unique mirror. Again, that's the same Sconce light actually that we used upstairs. So it looks really clean here. And this marble top is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It has a little bit of that orangey, rusty color, which is also in the birds. Look at that. And this Moen faucet, very classic. I love the wall hung. It's kind of just a fun bonus add. I think it just looks really sharp with that high backsplash. And again, that trough style sink. Okay, powder room. Everybody loves fun powder room. Honestly, guys, powder rooms. Oh, hold on, I'm here. Jesus. Powder rooms, use wallpaper. Do it. Doesn't matter. Do wallpaper. Go crazy. I have like orange chevron in my powder room, and guess what? It's been there for 7 years. I'm sick of it, so I'm just gonna re-wallpaper. So worth it. Such a conversation starter. Okay, so before we get into the kitchen, there is this great little extra space bonus. There is an office and a mudroom that leads to the garage. All right, well, quick look at the mudroom. So the mudroom is a step down because it's leading us to the garage. So somebody was asking about sunken spaces. So we decided to go with a really wide, here we go, shiplap in here just to add a little bit of interest. Shiplap is really great. It's easy to clean, a lot easier than drywall. It also is very durable. So if you have kids coming in with like hockey equipment or whatever, they're not as likely to damage the wall. And then we had a lot of fun with this tile. And then we put in a custom bench. Instead of doing a closet, we did one floating bench. I like benches that are open underneath as opposed to drawers because you can put baskets, you can tuck your kids' shoes, because let's face it, kids do not pay any attention to where they're putting their stuff when they come in the house. A basket is a really great option. Oh, you didn't see the light. Ooh, oh, let's do that. So the light has brass on the interior and the matte black on the outside. And then we had this. This is gonna look backwards. Let me flip this camera. We had this neon sign custom made. We decided that this was the best thing to put on the wall before you're about to leave, because when your house is this awesome, you just want to stay home. And you know what? We had a little fun. Instead of doing one solid mirror, it would have been really big and heavy, we just did two and we hung them this way. So you can kind of check yourself before you leave. Okay, now let's go into the office. Also this art, right? I love art. And I love when I get to pick it all. And I don't have to work with someone else's art. Okay, I like it because, right, you come into the house, it's like, oh, one way, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. All right, here we are. This is the home office / den. We decided to turn it into a really beautiful, dark, rich space. So we had custom millwork built around the window. I don't think I need that open. And we painted the walls to match. I cannot remember this color, I'm sorry. If you want to know, I can look into it. Love the hardwood. It is the brand I can't remember, to be honest with you. It is a wide plank. It's available through Linvest, and it's a wide plank white oak. And in here we, again, brass and black and white. I love these light fixtures. The library sconces are so classic. Again, they're not super modern, and that's okay. You don't need everything to be super modern. This hardware, we actually had custom made by Shane Fox Hardware here in Toronto, and she now offers them in her line. She made them just for us, so we had these doors custom made to fit that hardware. But isn't this great? You've got this ledge, because the window is right in the center, and then our beautiful Schumacher print Roman shade. The desk. Okay. Now it's time. The time we've all been waiting for. How cute is this mirror? Okay. Without further ado, here is the kitchen. This is our gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen that was designed by us and built by Oakdale Kitchens for Linvest. It is very contemporary, very open. I'll come back to that in a second. I'm just gonna give you a whole view of the room. It's a beautiful day out there. And then here is our living room. And there's a beautiful buffer of space between, which is our eating area, which is a bonus because you also have the dining room. And then there we're looking into the dining room. I'm just gonna go turn those lights off because it's a little distracting. That's our dining room again. Oh, the dimmer's on this switch. Anyhow, there we go. Okay, well, let's go back through our servery, which is also butler's pantry. Doesn't have to do it this way. Hold on. This way? This way. Natural light. Okay, here we are. We decided to wallpaper this entire space. So we use this really cool polka dot. I think it might be, oh, I'm going to say the wrong name. I was going to say Kate Spade, but it might be Schumacher. I can't remember. How fun is that, right? Blue and black. And then it makes it kind of this really neat dark den. And you don't want to see the mess on the counter. So if there's stuff in here, you're not gonna see it. And then we did 2 floating shelves. We painted the ceiling black, so it kind of disappears. And then did this custom millwork. So there's 3 sets of drawers. That's with, again, beautiful Shane Fox hardware. And then a wine fridge. And look at this art. This is by Aaron Rothstein out of Toronto. How cute is that? Just felt like it needed that. Okay, so we're moving out of that now into our kitchen. So let's talk, oh, there's my drink. 1 second. Let's talk kitchen. Ask me all your questions. I don't know the dimensions of the living room offhand, I am sorry. It is pretty big. Beautiful finished carpentry. Yes, I agree. There were different companies that did all the different finishing carpentry, but everyone did a great job. Kitchen, open concept, one nice giant island. Of course, we had to add the waterfall because this granite is to die for. This is like the whole inspiration. And I'm going to tell you a design trick. When we're picking our paint colors for our cabinets in the kitchen, we wait until we finalize the entire scheme, including the counter material, because that will help to dictate exactly which shade. So I knew I wanted to go with a really dark, rich cabinet, but it wasn't until we picked the slab for the counter and the backsplash that we were able to pick the exact color because we pulled it from the stone. So that's a designer tip there for you. Oh, someone's responding saying that the living room is 16 by 16. Of course, inside the island, I thought, let's just paint it the dark color because then it really lets this countertop shine. This is a wall that, so if you look at the Mabel floor plan, if you're considering buying this house or this floor plan, there's nothing on that wall. We decided to put something on this wall. Instead, you could put art or a mirror or something, but I really know how important storage is, especially for a young family. So we did shallow depth pantry storage in this beautiful white oak. I was like, oh, I hope there's nothing hiding in there. So it's, I think they're about 15 inches deep, which is the standard depth of an upper, but my golly, look at all that storage all the way up. And then there's even a special, actual proper dedicated pantry right here with, of course, pull-outs, right? It smells new. And then the fridge, all of the appliances here, we did a built-in, sort of integrated with a panel. I still highly recommend that if your kitchen is open concept to the rest of your house, or at least especially to the entertaining area, which is there behind, because I don't want to stare at a big shiny stainless steel anything. So I think this is great. This is the KitchenAid fridge. And then all of the appliances are KitchenAid in this kitchen, including this sexy sweet range. Look at this thing. Woo! This is a 36-inch. That thing is solid. My husband was like, I want that range. I want to cook in that kitchen. We did a custom hood. I really prefer this to doing a stainless steel hood. Again, I don't like staring at stainless steel. Also, I feel like that trend has seen its day. And again, we're just trying to push those boundaries. So we just made a nice clean, we did an insert, and then a nice clean custom white oak range hood cover. And these uppers, we extended the uppers. So these are not standard height. If you're short, this is not for you. You can add a shelf though, but these are extended. So we have that nice clean contemporary look, and it also helps to showcase this gorgeous slab. We added, which you can kind of see, this ribbed reeded detail, which I love. I think it's kind of retro. It gives, actually, I did not anticipate this. It gives a really cool blurred effect to the dishes inside, which is kind of neat. And the art behind me, that's vintage. I found that at a consignment store. The kitchen hardware is all from Shane Fox Hardware. Again, we went with like really fancy custom hardware. I'm gonna just turn this around now. What level of appliances for this level of kitchen? You want to go high end for sure. This rug, let's talk decorating for a second. I just love this rug. This just adds a little pop of warmth to an otherwise cold space, and it ties in with that rug in the distance that's in the dining room. I think it looks so great. And these lights, can we talk about these lights? My gosh. I I'm in love with these lights. I love doing 2 large pendants above an island as opposed to 3 small ones or 1 big one. They're just so unique and interesting, and I want to turn them on for you if I can figure out which switch it is. Does that do it? Oh, see, yeah, it doesn't work on the phone. Ugh. Guys, you're asking me so many specific questions. How long is the island? Well, I don't know, but I'm going to guess it's about 12 feet. It's long. And these stools are great because they tuck away and they don't have a back, which is nice because it keeps everything feeling really nice and open. So that's our kitchen. We have tons of space. There's a walkout to a soon-to-be backyard, and we just filled that space with a cute little bench. I can just picture someone having their tea. I'll also point out these. Do this, please, 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 please don't do your metal floor grills. These are great. They're custom. They're made to match the white oak. They basically disappear. Where is this house? The house is in North Oakville. The kitchen, this table we found at Decorum Decorative Finds. I don't know if it was vintage or not, but look, I just got to showcase this base. Isn't that cool? Again, design. We're talking mixing matte black with the brass throughout. You know, we've got the dark, we've got the warmth of the brass and the wood. Then we've got the warmth again repeated in these great leather kitchen chairs. And then again throughout this beautiful living room. So let's talk about the living room now. This living room is so big. I love it. It's so bright. We did custom millwork, so those are all custom shelves on either side of the fireplace, and opted to do the same paneling throughout this whole room. You'll see that we did that detail everywhere. So even above the doorways, we've paneled. Any wall that's not covered in cabinetry or millwork has the 2-step paneling. The floor, yes, it is engineered. It's an engineered white oak. I told you guys, everyone always asks about the floor. It's kind of essential, right? When you're building your house, floor goes in before the furniture. So the millwork is painted to match the walls, so it just kind of disappears, and it gives us an opportunity to showcase the treasures that we found. We found a lot of antiques at the market. This fireplace, we custom designed this mantle, and Linvest had their people make it for us, and they did a beautiful job. This is the same stone as the kitchen. I just think it's a very contemporary look. It's unique. There's a gas insert with the stones. I'm not going to turn it on because it is hot, but otherwise I would. And all of the accessories, this is like a decorating tip. Here we are. A little decorating tip is, again, see that light fixture? We got the matte black and the brass tying in with all of the color scheme. But I was going to say, decorating tip, when you're accessorizing and you really don't know how to do it and have oh my God, I'm sorry about my hair, guys. This is COVID times. If you don't know how to make it feel consistent, a great way to do is just sort of pick a color scheme. So in this case, I think these shelves could have looked really messy if it was scattered with a million personal belongings. And if you're not hiring a professional stylist, it can get challenging. So what I would do here is put, which is what we did. We just did black, white, and brass. So every item in this space is mostly, except for the little green plant, black, white, and brass. The TV would have to go above the fireplace in this case. I don't design living rooms around TVs because that's not my jam. I like having the TV somewhere else, if you can. But if you have no other option, I would probably design it and have it in a millwork to the right or the left of the fireplace, as opposed to above, so you're not craning your neck. Okay, look at this rug. This rug is from LT Market, and so is this. I've had a lot of comments on my Instagram feed about these tables. These are, I'm gonna even sit on it because I can, because they're like stools. They're so strong, they're so sturdy. These are satellite tables. They have a leather finish with a matte black base, and we got 7 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Odd numbers are always best. So like 3, 5, 7. Jen, the light fixture is from Universal Lighting in Toronto. In fact, all of the light fixtures in this house are from Universal Lighting. And I love this. It's super flexible, especially for a family or if you like to entertain. What I like is that they go together almost seamlessly. I mean, there's seams, but you know what I mean. And you've got a nice coffee table in the middle of the room, but then in a pinch, you can pull it out. Someone can sit on one, or you can have individual tables to put drinks and appetizers. I love the flexibility. I think it's super cool. And this brown camel leather helps, again, to warm up our space, which is all black and white and gray, and ties in with, again, no accidents here, the kitchen chairs and then the warm wood in the kitchen cabinetry. And of course, we've still got our mustard yellow pop in these incredible swivel chairs. Oh, and they're velvet. And in case you hadn't noticed, in the design world, velvet is all the rage. All the rage. Okay, I'm getting tight on my time. Before I close off, we've got 5 more minutes with me here. What would you like me to show you? Is there anything you haven't seen or you want me to show you again? Please let me know. Should you upgrade to engineered hardwood if it's throughout, including in the kitchen? I'm not sure what you're upgrading from. Are you upgrading, you mean from tile? Then yes, always. I didn't talk about that, but in an open concept kitchen and home, I really prefer to do the hardwood throughout. I don't mind tile in a kitchen, but when there's like a clear sort of doorway, does that make sense? If it's closed off. We did the Coleridge kitchen, which is in our portfolio. You can go check it out. And we did a beautiful checkerboard tile, but that was a room with a door. I don't like having a line between tile on the floor and the hardwood. To me, it looks weird. It looks like you took out a wall. Anybody else have it? Love the table. Yeah, table's gorgeous. Light fixtures, someone else. Oh, is that the same question? I don't know. Sorry, Jen. Did I answer your question? Here we go. Light fixtures are from Universal Lighting. And then, of course, we added a Roman shade. I'll show you a little trick. There is a blind behind that. I love this houndstooth, this mustard yellow houndstooth, which ties in with all the other mustard yellows. But we've actually hung it a little bit higher. So it gives the illusion that the window is taller. That's a design trick. And I didn't mention these. Again, we have the blind and the window, and then I have this gorgeous, and I don't typically do this, but I love that. I love it now. This is a crushed velvet. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Navy. I mean, the light doesn't make it look navy. Side panels. Every window needs window treatments. Every window needs window treatments. A blind, in my opinion, take it for what you want. I like to think I'm an expert. Every window needs window treatments. Blinds are not enough. You need the blinds. Do the automated blinds for sure when you're building your house. Oh my goodness. Especially if you can hardwire them. I know after the fact in a reno, we can always add battery operated, and we do that a lot. But if you are building your house from scratch, by golly, those are some of the non-negotiables. So non-negotiables when you are building from scratch. Electrical upgrades. Really think about placement of plugs if you're doing wall paneling. Don't overuse pot lights. Do integrated blinds, right? So integrated hardwired automated blinds. And the last one is don't forget about wall sconces. We have them in a few places in this house, like on the millwork. I'm trying to think where else. I mean, there's some actually in the dining room I'll show you. Don't forget, because that's part of those initial electrical meetings that you're going to have. If you want to have an accent wall sconce like that to light something up, that's something you really want to plan for early on. And you don't want to wait because, oh boy, that's messy. And you can't always get power there. And then you're paying to patch it and all that jazz. What covering would you recommend for sliding door from kitchen to backyard? Good question. Let's go there right now. Let's go this way, shall we? Because we can. Wait, before we do you guys want to just see these beautiful shears? Oh, the camera doesn't do them justice. You have to come here in person. Okay, this door, oh, this is not sliding. I see you have sliding doors in your kitchen. I would do drapery panels on either side. I wouldn't do anything here. I don't think you need it unless you want to do a roller for privacy. I would do, if you have room, oh, here we go. If you have room in your kitchen to do a rod with drapery panels, whether or not they close, do that. That will really, really warm up the space. And I'm just cleaning my camera. Covering for kids' bedroom, blinds and curtains all the way, yep, 100,000%. Blinds and curtains every day of the week. You could do a roller blind and then curtain panels. You could do, like in my kids' room, or actually, no, my living room, not my kids' room, but in my living room I have a bamboo Roman, and then I have drapery panels. Usually you want darkening, right, in a kid's room, so you want one of those to be darkening. At my cottage, in the kids' room, we just did a bamboo Roman shade with a black outlining. And we did an outside mount, so it hangs, outside mount means it's like this one. That's a Roman shade. And when it comes down, this one is just a fixed faux Roman shade, so it doesn't actually come all the way down because we have the blind behind. But when you do an outside mount, it's mount on top of the trim on the wall, and it comes down, so it does seal the light from coming in better than an inside mount. Where are the blinds from? We had all of the drapery custom made, and then the roller blinds are from, I hope I'm saying this right, Sunbright, and that was available through Linvest. Which window covering would you recommend for corner windows? Ooh, that's really tough. I would have to see a picture. You might just be able to do 2 blinds, like if it's a window on either side. That's tricky. That, you know, you might have stumped me there. Would you extend the curtain rod for the whole wall? It depends, sometimes. For example, this time in this room we did, because the wall was not that far away from the window, so we wanted to maximize it. But if there's a ton of wall, then maybe not. Like if you have space to have a beautiful decorative finial, and a finial, I don't think I have any finials in this house, is that sort of end cap that you put on the rod. Yeah, I mean, these have finials, but these are just, that's not a good example. These are more just end caps, can you see? But sometimes, you know, you can do like a ball finial or a glass finial. It depends on the wall. Any other questions? Where are the blinds? What window? Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to sign off in a minute. Thanks for hanging in and watching with me, guys. I love this model. I really do hope that you guys get a chance to come out here in the near future. If the world opens up a little soon, come check it out. See it in person. It is so much better in person. As you can imagine, when you can touch and feel and see everything. This is a showstopper. It's magazine worthy. In fact, it is going to be in a big magazine soon, and I cannot say anything more. But thank you for joining, and thank you for your questions. Please follow my Instagram account. I am Rebecca Hay Designs, REBECCAHAY Designs with an S. And if you're a designer, you could also follow my other account, which is Ms. Rebecca Hay, MS Rebecca Hay. And I do business tips and whatnot for designers. So that's me. Thank you so much. Go check out the other house that we did here in North Oakville. It's called Oak Park. It's a traditional coastal classic, very different vibe, equally as beautiful. All right. Bye guys, see you soon.